Yeah, they went back and they worked on that car till about 2 in the morning. He said we got back up at 8 o'clock in the morning. He said, I called Ty Touring and said, Ty, I need some new parts. He said, I know it's Sunday, but I'm going to race tonight. Ty Touring met him at the shop, got some parts, and Dustin Smith back racing here after getting on his lid last night.
Yeah, can't wait. There's Anthony Kincaid.
A winner here a few weeks ago.
The 144 car out of Zanesville, Ohio.
And guaranteed a starting spot in tonight's show by getting the win here at Muskingum County Speedway just a couple weeks ago. Ron Dolan, he runs at 144 in honor and in memory of Ron Dolan, who was his grandfather.
How about Rick Auckland last night? Always good to see him. All we needed was Bart Hartman.
Yes.
That's all we needed. We needed the yellow 70. Of course, you remember that we told the hauler story of Bart Hartman that Pancho Lawler has it now. So we told that the other night. It went from Bart Hartman to Devin Freeze to Ronnie DeHaven Jr. to Pancho Lawler. So you need all you need to know on those.
I'm very impressed that you know that, actually. Not surprised.
Well, I had somebody message me.
Not surprised, but impressed.
Glad everybody's watching. You can tweet your seat. Do it. Go to Twitter at Essex Lucas Oil at
Dustin Jarrett.
At Dustin Jarrett.
Easy. Yes.
Yeah. 2 R's and 2 T's.
What? How about this? Yeah, this is fun.
I'm glad
I'm glad it worked out. It did not work out last year for us to do this. We broke the PA system here 2 years ago.
We did.
Rained out 3 years ago.
Right, and we had Niles Lauterball and Shauna Corder on the flag stand about 15 years ago. That was a little interesting.
You know who that is, Jeff?
That's Kevin Smith.
Out of Bell Valley, Ohio, the Bell Valley Terror.
Sponsored by Gordy Gundaker Racing. No, it's not. Do not call Gordy any nicknames, right? When we see him.
Nope.
Do not.
Does not want a nickname.
Will not want in. How about Joe Petyak?
Yep, talk to Joe.
I like that name.
Yep, I like Joe. I like the name, but I like Joe as well. Great guy. Talked to him in the pit area a little bit earlier on tonight. Said he feels good. He's going to be starting up front in one of those 2B mains a little bit later on this evening in the Swindell Trucking number 44.
How about Hammer Down?
The driver out of Worcester, Ohio. Hammer Down, Doug Drown. Some Doug Drown fans here in the crowd. And the Worcester Glass Eli Road Real Company sponsored number 12.
How about the 9? How about Levi Yetter out of Cabot, Pennsylvania? He ran with us back at Port Royal back in snowy Sunday back in April, and then last week at Lernerville. First time here.
Lernerville regular.
Yes.
Levi Yetter, and coming into his own as well is Levi Yetter, quietly putting together a solid season. There's one of the Racing Conleys out of Wheelersburg, Ohio. That is Hot Rod Conley in the 71R. A Rocket XR1, yes.
The Optima Batteries hard charger at his home track at Portsmouth the other night. Joe Petyak, Gallitzin. I love it. Gallitzin, Pennsylvania.
What?
I think it is.
Gesundheit, bless you.
Yes.
Oh, that's his hometown. Okay.
That's his hometown.
Oh, gotcha,
well,
yes.
Lernerville last week, I had never met Joe, met him, and I said, I think I mispronounced your hometown, and then I got it right after that, Gallitzin. There's the number 2. That's Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin out of Caldwell, Ohio. So
little agricultural racing out there off of turns 3 and 4. And he's getting out of the car. Looks like he may require the assistance of a wrecker to get towed back into the pit area. If you get the chance, look at this. Is that you and me flying in?
That's how we arrive, buddy. Right now, all the time. I want to see where they're going to land at. Probably on the backside of the backstretch, I would imagine, because there's no other room for them, is there?
Corporate jet's coming. Look, we got to work our way up, okay? We got to work our way up. That's what we get for now. We get the corporate jet in a couple years.
Tristan will be right down in charge of admission, won't he?
Yes.
If they land in the infield.
Yes. Well, they should. I mean, they're charging for passes.
That's right. Infield, That's right. So Kevin Smith checking the rear end of that number 2 car. And hopefully they'll have it fixed, because their B mains will be coming up here shortly. That Kryptonite Pro Power. Do not see the Kryptonite house car in the modifieds here tonight for Larry Jarrett. Larry doing the pick and choose schedule here in 2022. What's he missed?
Just like Jonathan Davenport.
He's what is he? How many races your dad run this year?
I think one.
One?
I think one. I think he's ran one time, maybe 2. He tried to run 2 and got rained out, so he's run 1.
He's pacing himself
this year. When you get to be that age, you have to.
Well. How old is he now?
65.
65. Not bad at all.
Yes,
Not bad at all.
Veteran.
Still the wily veteran.
Not Butch McGill.
Not Butch McGill, no.
So Kevin Smith there on your screen, James, if you get the opportunity, go down and check out his trailer in the pit area.
Yeah.
He's got a custom-built enclosed trailer that it took him really about 2 years to build. It was nothing but a frame basically when he got it. It had a little bit of sheet metal around it, and that was it. He literally tore the thing apart and completely built it from the ground up, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's, again, nothing at all against, a lot of these things the guys are hauling in here in right now. But, I mean, man, for someone like that to go in there and build his own trailer, it is just an absolutely gorgeous piece of work. So if you're here on the grounds tonight, or if you're ever at a racetrack where you see Kevin Smith, you're definitely want to go down and check that trailer. Hi there, sir. How are you doing today? Good, thank you. You went down there and check out Kevin Smith's trailer, man. It's a gorgeous piece of work that he and his boys put together.
You're still shaking hands and kissing babies, I see, which is all good.
That's right, politician.
Yeah, but how about this car count last night? 36. We didn't know what to anticipate. First time we've tried this, the triple features. Everybody got a paycheck. Everybody got to run. Similar to the Fairbury format, they do
right.
4 features.
Right.
And then they take a certain amount to the main event, the Prairie Dirt Classic. And we tried 36 cars last night, which I did some checking on Dirt and also on My Race Pass. That was the largest car count in Dirt Late Model Racing anywhere last night. So,
yes.
That was great. And there's some turbo threads down there. Caitlin, I told Caitlin want to go. You got Tyler Reddick winning his first NASCAR Cup race. How about Tyler Erb winning here? Of course, he won here
2 years
ago.
Yes,
so there you go. Some turbo threads.
Do you have any turbo threads you need?
No, I did not have any turbo threads.
You need your own apparel.
I did have access to an old DHL van at one point, but I don't, after I hit a coyote once in Cincinnati. So you've hit a possum, you've hit a raccoon, you've hit a deer.
Everything but the lottery.
Yeah. You haven't hit a coyote like I have, though.
No. You've got I almost hit a turkey one time.
Almost a turkey.
It's funny, man. I get in my car and go 65, and I can't miss. I sit up in the tree stand, and I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
I know driving up yesterday from Portsmouth, I mean, every state policeman in the state of Ohio was on Highway 23.
Well, they heard you got pulled over in my car in Atlanta one time, and they knew they knew to be on the lookout for you.
Yeah, I did. Thankfully, you had an address that was that let me slip through there a little bit there, Military Drive, and they thought I was in the military. But all of our men and women in this 4th of July weekend, we're thinking about them as a hedge of protection around our country, and we thank each and every one of them here. As you see the American flag flying on the back of the wreckers. Hopefully Kevin Smith, not sure, apparently something in the rear of that number 2 car. And he'll go to get it hopefully repaired and back with us tonight. Is Dustin Smith, who rolled over last night. And again, they're here this evening as well, ready to do battle.
So Kevin Smith's car being towed off the racetrack, and as soon as we get him back in the pit area, we'll be ready to get back underway with this second hot lap session for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here on MAV TV and FloRacing.
So he broke a birdcage, DJ, and then that moved the rear end around, and then he broke the drive shaft in the 2 car. So he may be done for the night, unfortunately.
Dragging there on the ground.
So we thank each and every one of these drivers for coming out this weekend, supporting the Moran family here. And Dustin, I know they're going to have a packed grandstand here tonight. Again, our fireworks coming up after the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series main event tonight.
Oh, okay.
How about that crowd at Lernerville? We've had great crowd. I mean, starting at the Show Me 100, it was packed. Then we went to West Virginia Motor. That was packed down there at Cody's place. And then, of course, I did the Eldora Million in part of the dream. And before the rain hit. And
14 laps.
Yeah, watching the haulers go out of the pits was probably an experience. And we should have done play-by-play on that, by the way.
We should have. We wanted people. There were people that wanted us to set a camera up so they could see the haulers.
I know. We should have done that, but,
OSHA regulations.
And then we go to Smoky Mountain. It was packed.
Yep.
And then we were at Lernerville. You know what happened there. It was awesome. And here tonight's going to be packed. And then next week we go to Davenport, Iowa. I know you've been there.
The quarter mile. You're going to love it.
In the quarter mile.
Yep.
And then we're going to be at Deer Creek.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
As my good friend Ben Shelton says, the only thing better than the racing at Deer Creek is the Queensland family, man. What
absolutely.
Great people. That's an awesome 4-day swing for you guys.
Yep.
And then the following Tuesday, you're going to be at Odessa, Missouri, your first time. I will be there as well. I don't think on the broadcast. I'll just be there watching I-70 Speedway, and that looks like an absolutely gorgeous facility.
Yeah, I have never been there, but no, a great history of late models and sprint car racing there. It was paved for a while, now back to dirt, and then we'll be at Granite City and then the Diamond Nationals and in Huset's. Looking forward to that. That's a fantastic place. And then I-80 for the Silver Dollar Nationals as we're in DirtDraft.com hot laps here for the B-Main cars in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Right now, the fastest ponytail at 16.281, Freddie Carpenter here in DirtDraft.com hot laps.
And Joe Petyak slows to a stop going into turn number 3. What's that hometown again, James?
Galitzin.
Yes.
Galitzin.
Yes. Not one of Santa's reindeer.
No, not Blitzen.
It's Galitzin.
Galitzin, Pennsylvania.
First time Joe has ever been here to Muskingum.
This is the farthest west he's ever run, he said.
He's ever run, yes.
Sharon, I think Sharon Speedway's been the farthest west. Hey, UNOH, you know our friends at UNOH up in Lima. Visual educational partner of the Lucas Oil Series. Turn your passion into a career. High-performance motorsports, diesel, automotive, robotics, hybrid electric vehicles, and more. Compete on the UNOH Motorsports team. Opportunity to intern with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. 70% hands-on training, no out-of-state tuition. Financial aid and scholarships available. University-owned and operated NASCAR home track, Lima Land Motorsports Park. Men and women out there, we got a lot to do. Tegan Evans.
Yes, the T22.
She's back racing again, and she goes to school at UNOH, and we've had several that have interned with the Lucas Oil Series. For more information, unoh.edu. unoh.edu.
Tegan ran our event at Marshalltown earlier this year, that Wednesday show.
I think she's got sponsored by Super Clean. How about that?
How about that?
Her and her dad, I mean, they worked their tails off. They've had nothing but bad luck the last year or so, but good to see her back running. Hopefully she'll be with us at Davenport. Are you ready to go? Donnie Mike Norris.
Yes.
I'll call him Mike Norris.
No, not Mike Norris, who got the Rush late model win in Pittsburgh last night, right?
Right, or not the Fairbury announcer.
Yes.
Not Chuck Norris.
Not Chuck Norris,
but Donnie Norris.
That's right.
Donnie,
no
go right
relation
ahead.
to Chuck, but I'm ready to roll. Modified, Dirt UMP Modified qualifying. Out on the racing surface right now, you got the P11 of Tim Penley, the 81 of Tony Painter, the S25 of Pete Kaplinger, and the 1-star of Ryan Kamines. All right, quickest of the group here out of Group 1, Tim Penley with an 18.079 out of Nashport, Ohio. Second was Pete Kaplinger with an 18.647. Ryan Kamines third with a 19.026. Then it was Tony Painter with a 19.539. So once again, Tim Penley, quickest of the group with an 18.079. All right, coming out on the track right now out of Newark, Ohio, it's the 32M of Cameron Miller. They're getting the green flag this time by the 02 of Joey Chambers and the S55 or the 55S of Ronald Schmidt and the 45 of Sam Lovejoy. Sam Lovejoy, quickest here overall, coming to the checkered flag. Let's see if Miller can jump. All right, Sam Lovejoy, quickest of the group, fastest overall here early on with an 18.014. And then it was Ronald Schmidt, fifth fastest with a 19.078. Cameron Miller, seventh fastest. I'll get you a time here in a moment. Cameron Miller with a 19.698, and then Joey Chambers, eighth, with a 19.791. Out on the track, group number 3. That's BJ Cannon in the 57, Roscoe Griner in the 10X, The 15 of Kurt Rogers and Nathan Loney in the 10. I believe Nathan Loney doing double duty tonight. Last night saw Nathan Loney and Todd Brennan get into it. All right, new fast qualifier. Nathan Loney jumps to the top with a 17.710. Then it was Kurt Rogers, third fastest, with an 18.065. Then it was BJ Cannon, sixth fastest, with an 18.963. And Roscoe Griner, 10th fastest, with a 19.646. That's the C7 of Casey Fritz out on the racing surface, as well as the M1 of Brett Meller. Leighton Wetzel and Dakota Carpenter in the 71. I need to scoot down to see. All right, you got Casey Fritz in the C7, quickest of the group, fifth fastest overall with an 18.334. Then it was Leighton Wetzel, 10th fastest, a 19.139. Brett Meller right behind him, 11th fastest with a 19.484. Then Dakota Carpenter, 16th fastest with a 19.837. Out on the racing surface right now, you got the 10 of Kyle Bond. We'll go green with Bond here, coming out of turn number 4. Also the 16 of T.A. Perrine out of Worcester, Ohio, and Derek Davis in the 99. Kyle Bond in the 10B, quickest of the group, fifth fastest overall with an 18.233. Then we go down to Derek Davis, 18th fastest at a 19.873. T.A. Perrine, 19th fastest with a 19.945. 25 Dirt UMP Modified signed in here tonight, 25 here at Muskingum County Speedway. That's the 99 to C.J. Kinnear. Also, Derek Dusenberry and Kenny Shaw in the 21S. Kinnear, second fastest overall. Let's see if he can knock Loney off the top. A little slower that lap with an 18.270. All right, quickest of the group, second fastest overall, CJ Kinnear with a 17.759. Then it was Derek Dusenberry, ninth fastest overall with an 18.699. Then it was Kenny Shaw in the 21S, 10th fastest with the 18.776. Should be the final group here of qualifiers, as it'll be the 25S of Tim Siddle, the 101 of Jesse Weiscarver, and the C8 of Cole Perrine out of Lowell, Ohio. Jesse Weiscarver that lap, a 17.774. That's third fastest overall. Cole Perrine 7th right now. Tim Siddle 21st. Weiscarver jumps up to the second spot, knocking CJ Kinnear out of that spot. Jesse Weiscarver, quickest of the group. Second fastest overall to 17.734. Then it was Cole Perrine, 7th fastest with an 18.127. Tim Siddle, 19th fastest with a 19.563. That'll wrap up your Dirt UMP modified qualifying here at Muskingum County Speedway, night number 3. So it looks like they're going to run in the track. What do we got up next, guys? Opening ceremonies here in just a few moments. Yes, the Tri-Valley Marching Band will be doing the national anthem once we get them set up here. Tri-Valley Marching Band, once again, they're selling lemon shake-ups, root beer floats, pop and water. If you don't want to buy anything, donations are welcome. They're right here behind the grandstand. They're trying to send 89 kids to Disney World. They're going to be marching at the Magic Kingdom. So go support the Tri-Valley Marching Band. Also, go support the Tri-Valley Cheer Squad. They're selling snow cones for $3. One of the young ladies out there with the megaphone. Can't miss it. Also, stop at the MAV TV booth, get a free program. You can spin the wheel and get some prizes there. Also, the Super Clean team is there with some free samples, as well as the University of Northwestern Ohio. Their booth is there as well. Want to thank Elite Munitions, being our local sponsor for the weekend. Elite Munitions, locally manufactured ammo right here in the great state of Ohio, made by veterans. They got all kinds of gear over there on the far east part of the grandstands behind us. Also, Dirt Racing Outreach is here. Got word they shut down. They're done. My bad. All right. So they're shut down, so they're done for the evening. But we'll speak with Russ here in a little bit. He'll be bringing us our invocation. But there's still plenty of trailers out there. The Mark of Valor trailer, got t-shirts and hats and tank tops, koozies, stickers. Turbo, Tyler Erb, got some souvenirs as well. Tim McCready's souvenir trailer, and Devin Moran's is here, as well as all your Lucas Oil late model souvenirs right here behind us on the west end of the grandstands.
All right, coming up next here from Muskingum County Speedway, the E3 Spark Plugs Freedom 60 presented by Dixie Chopper. We'll have our pre-race ceremonies live here on MAV TV Plus and FloRacing.
This MAV TV Motorsports Network broadcast is brought to you by General Tire. For whatever you do, General Tire delivers. Optima Batteries, the ultimate power source. And by Lucas Oil. Keep that engine alive.
You don't need the spark plug capable of delivering 10,000 horsepower. You probably don't need the plug that pushes a ton of steel 300 miles per hour. So you don't need the official spark plug of the NHRA. But there's a big difference between need and want. E3 Diamond Fire technology maximizes the fuel burn for more power and better fuel efficiency. E3 with Diamond Fire technology. What are you running?
Racing has always been in my blood. But that doesn't mean I didn't have to work hard. Or that we couldn't have a little fun. And a lot of fun to have. No matter the terrain or